2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yep, you're correct.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's go. Greystone, travel. Bravo. Check 3. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got one. Hey, wahoo!
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Well, I made him punt already.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, get in the weight room. Check the back. Hey, Sam on. Watch the shift. Look at me. Door. 31. Check 31. Hey, Delta. Rush lightning. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Watch the edge. Check nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Protein spill. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Showing it. Leo.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try to pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, Zoo. Mike, check. 59. Man. 5.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him work
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
I'm over here doing too much. No, I tried to RPO and fucked it up. I should have ran it. What am I doing? Pick 6 at that. I gotta bounce back off that one. My stupid ass. Not at all.
Brett Maher on for the extra
What, you played him already? You said what?
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal
Yeah,
and raise it a
2-1.
touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they throw the pick 6.
I mean, so far I just been stopping him.
As this one's
Ain't
in the
really too
air.
much of a big deal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here I come. He's coming. We got something to go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey.
Why you run back?
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge? We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
90 Wolf.
Kill. Watch out.
X3, 218, chopper. They go.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Out.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
On first down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it, baby. That's it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Win championships, baby.
Yeah.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Broncos 3.
Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
What happened?
Watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock.
Let's go. Look at this dot, bro.
Football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
Hey, Orbit.
Lock now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he
Okay,
can't
that was
get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Crash. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Bring it. Watch safety creep. Watch it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Switch. You're out. Smooth. 5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
Hey, bro, look at his dot, bro.
In for 6, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
Hey, wasn't it? Right over the heads, right?
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
For real?
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
What? In your new league? Good. That nigga's a clown, bro. He's a goofball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Watch the whip.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason flush to his into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll
see that user, brother?
At the 47-yard line.
Crazy right now.
He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting
crazy
outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On second down now. It's Lindsey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense.
I forgot I wasn't with the win.
To be alert for the possibility of a pass.
I should have went straight on that third down.
What was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Who, the Chiefs? Yeah, boom. His internet off right now.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Try to run a, I don't know. That's an RPO.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second down. Eason. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, he punting it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 36. Check it out. Hit it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey.
And
a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait
put the
and
stiff
move
arm out, and it
laterally
attracted a
and
player.
open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59. Let's go. Hey, Charlie.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on second and 8. Lock. steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on third down, Locke. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw.
I'm
so
over
he
here
just
playing with
tossed
fire
it away,
right now.
But that brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah, the pick. That's cool.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted.
That's 2.
Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. At their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Wide, get wide.
Check 4. Watch the ship. Look at me. Door. Let's go. Twist. Now.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
I'm
As
watching
we
the
send
play.
you on out to our
He
studios
with it, so you
in
know he's gonna try
Orlando.
and
Here's
both.
Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime
I should have
Report.
caught that pick,
Thank you,
though,
sir.
off that
A
tip
field
drill.
goal
Look at that.
separates these two teams as we come back for this
Justin
second
Simmons
half.
keep doing that animation. He gonna get me burnt. He keep pressing up to the
And
pick
this'll
like
be
his
a
jumping
touchback
97. I
as
know,
that
bro.
sails
But
over the
relax.
end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Locke throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
See the shovel pass? Oh, y'all don't even pay attention.
Here we go. He's Leo.
They'll try and run for it with
What?
Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
They playing me right now. Jones came off that fucking block, bro.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
No returning.
Yeah, I could
this
have got
one.
a first
Sails out of
easy.
bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Sad.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Punts, bro. These punts
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Gone. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Ready, go. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Yeah, I could have scored off a fat just now.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You ready?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Not today.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Roll out. Check 9, check 9. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Switch. Kill.
On first down.
I missed the hole.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I missed that one, Davey.
He
That's
already
all
has
me.
2 sacks to his credit. Now another
He was
tackle for
wide.
loss.
Yo,
And you know how
that
you can
gut
always
was
identify
open.
who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a
I'm fucking up.
14.
For real, I could have had a couple scores. I can't believe I did that possession catch. It's scary.
Rock it. Hit it.
From the gun, it's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right
I always
there.
make these kicks. My kick is
So
McManus,
they
bro.
get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field,
My kicker broke
they're a little
records,
tight,
bro.
aren't they?
I don't know what you
If they score a
mean.
touchdown there, those would be big,
Well, that's why I like my
grins
kicker
right now,
McManus.
'cause
He
they
kicked
feel a
them.
lot
He
better
kicked them
about their
61.
position.
I think in this league I got like a 64-yarder with my win in the Broncos shit.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go back to Grant. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Eason forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things.
I had to chase him down myself. The damn computer ain't look like he wanted to tackle him.
He certainly has.
That was my rookie, too. I needed that sack.
To throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Yo, my whole point was to get Sutton 5 touches. He was frustrated. I'm pretty sure he worked out this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Joker. Check 99. Sit up. Go.
Another run by Lindsey.
It's run, baby. It's run.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, D. Check. Bam.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Here we go. 8-3. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They will run with Grant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, time to take the gloves off.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hard. Fight.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
I ain't run a stretch all game. I think it's time. Well, I did run a bubble, but that was
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam on. Check nickel.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Kill. Back. Shift.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Uses the stiff arm. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Locke throwing on target to Fant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Look at me. Door. Check 43. Check 3. Kill. Leo. Under 10. 10.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
He got some skill, though. I mean, for that team he got.
This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went,
16,
not really
7 to 13. This game.
Down. Head over. Recon. 132 fighter. Get it.
Back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout.
That's another shutout game. My team
but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Out, fire.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Denver, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire...
I don't think I got something in them touches, bro. Shit.